Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here we discuss natural hair and we learn how to make our natural hair journey easier. So for today's video, I am washing my hair. So my routine for this year was I was going to wash my hair every 2 weeks, but then I had to move back to once a week because I have been running a lot more and it's been raining and I have been running in the rain, and so my hair really needs to be washed because the sweat has been building up on my scalp, hence the snowflakes in my scalp in the beginning of the video. So it is time to wash our hair. So for this video, I also wanted to have a chat with all of you about some things that I've been seeing online. Hopefully these aren't things that are being projected into real life, but I feel like some people do project these thoughts into real life, otherwise they wouldn't put them online. I feel like a lot of people put things online because they feel comfortable to do so. I hope I make sense throughout this whole video, because I don't have a script. Normally when I have these conversations, I tend to have a script so that I can talk properly, get the message through. But for this one, I don't have a script. I'll just be going off of, the top of my head. So hopefully I make sense, and I hope I get to the point, because sometimes when I get nervous, I tend to shift or start yapping about things that are not as relevant to the topic. That's what I mean, yeah. So one of the things that I've noticed is that there are some people online who, in the midst of trying to accept their natural hair, or in other words, put their own texture on a pedestal, for instance, a lot of coily haired girls or 4C hair girls, they have this habit of putting down other hair textures. So they will say, we are the blueprint, our hair is versatile, which our hair is versatile. But my problem with this is, there is no need for you to bash other women's hair textures in order for you to see the beauty in your own. So I've seen people say things like, 3C hair is only beautiful if it's moisturized. I don't know if you've seen those videos. They say things like that, or your hair is only pretty because of so and so. And that bothers me, because it's not fixing the issue that you are facing as a coily haired girl. If your issue is being, quote, accepted in society, or being comfortable with your own hair, I prefer to go with the second part, being comfortable with your own hair, because I believe that society, there's way too many standards for us to truly be accepted, because there will always be different standard that we need to fit into. So I don't focus on society. In order for you to be accepted, you do not need to bash other people in order to find yourself beautiful. You are only doing what other people are doing. Like, you're only continuing the cycle, because not all people with lucid textures, some people with lucid textures believe that they are at the top and they will bash people with coily hair. But then if you do the same thing, it's only going to make them angry and make them feel like they have to continue pushing whatever narrative they want to push about coily hair. And you, at the end of the day, will be the one who will be the most affected, because you haven't truly accepted your hair. You are pretending to accept your hair because you are bashing another person. I don't know if I'm making sense. Someone who is truly confident with their texture has no need to talk badly about another person's texture. What's happening, or what I'm seeing from these few people with coily hair, is that in order for them to feel good about themselves, they feel they need to put somebody else down, because that's what other people have done to them. So they think that, this person feels good about themselves because they put me down. So if I want to feel good about myself, I have to put somebody else down. That, in my opinion, is fake confidence. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, and I've been imagining seeing those types of clips of I saw somebody else's video, I can't remember who it was, but it's not someone who I'm subscribed to, but they were talking about colorism in particular and how some dark-skinned women say things hurtful or mean to lighter-skinned women in order to feel good about themselves. So they will, you're only pretty because you light skin and all those things. And so I've also seen some videos of people addressing that in terms of texture, where they will say that about people with looser textures, or straight hair, saying your hair is very limp, it looks it doesn't look alive, or all these things. I hope I'm making sense. I know I've seen those videos. I don't know why I didn't screen record them to show them here, but I'm sure maybe one of you have come across people who speak in that manner. But I just wanted to say with regards to this, that if you truly are comfortable with your natural hair, whichever texture you have, you will not feel the need to talk about somebody else's texture in a negative way. It's okay not to find somebody else's texture beautiful. I'm not going to force you to find whichever texture or curl pattern beautiful. But the point that I'm making is, any confident person will not feel the need to put somebody else down to be more confident. Now, what I'm about to say next may not apply to all of you, but I know some of you may need to hear this. If you believe in Jesus, if you believe in God, I'm asking you to pray while you are on this journey so that God gives you peace, because that's what some of you need in your life, is peace. Peace and staying away from all the negativity that your mind keeps bringing up, all those instances where people may have bullied you in school, all those negative thoughts that you have about yourself. Pray to God that He removes them from your mind. There is a video that I watched, a great video. I will link it in the description. I think the creator's name is Coily Code, and she talks about her natural hair journey, and she's very open and honest about it. And I would love for all of you to go and watch that video. It's a really good one. But if you are a Christian lady on her natural hair journey, you're struggling to love your natural hair, pray to God, ask Him for help, and ask Him, not just to help you embrace your natural hair, but also to watch how you speak onto other people, whether they have looser textures or the same texture as you. Because some people, we've all noticed online, that they are the first ones to talk badly about somebody with coily hair. Someone with coily hair will say something negative about someone with coily hair, because this goes back to not having peace with themselves. So the most important thing I want you to do is pray for peace. At the end of the day, what I like to share in a lot of my videos is that a lot of you need to stop blaming everybody else for how you feel about your hair. You are in control about how you feel about yourself, and it is time that you realize that. I'm not denying that somebody wasn't mean to you, somebody didn't say something awful to you, somebody didn't treat you the right way just because of the texture or whatever else in your life. That probably did happen, and that hurt, and I'm sorry that happened to you. But at the end of the day, you chose to carry those feelings with you your entire life into your adulthood. So in order for you to move forward with your life, I'm talking about in your natural hair journey, in order for you to move forward and accept what God has blessed you with on your head, without the need to bash other people, without the need to reciprocate that type of behavior, you have to pray, you have to ask for peace, and you have to acknowledge that you are in control about how you feel. I have said this before, and I will say it again if I have to. There are so many coily haired people on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, any social media. There are so many people with tighter textured hair. And so there's so many resources for you to learn from. But the reason why you are struggling, or one of the reasons why you are struggling to learn anything from them, or you get annoyed when they all tell you the same thing of you should protective style or deep condition or whatever not, and you get annoyed about all these things that they keep repeating to you, is that you have not accepted yourself, you have not accepted your texture. You continue to hold on to those but those words that your hair is unmanageable, that your hair is ugly. You choose to hold on to it, even though there are countless people who tell you and show you that is not true. You continue to hold on to those negative thoughts. I and many other YouTube channels help you by presenting you with things that you can try out, but at the end of the day, you have to try those things out. You have to clear your mind of what you have learned and start afresh. I've also come across people saying things like, I'm tired of people telling me to love my natural hair. The reason why you are tired is because you are holding on to those negative thoughts that you have. And it annoys you, it irritates you to hear somebody else who has your texture talk about how much they love their texture. And it bothers you because you don't love your texture. So the point of this video was just to kind of address what's going on in your mind. That's what I want you to do, is I want you to address what's happening in your mind. Be honest with yourself and sort yourself out. Go to therapy if you have to, pray if you have to, but deal with what's happening in your mind and stop attacking people who have looser textures, trying to make them feel ugly in however way that you want, trying to make them seem less attractive or whatever mind games you're trying to play, and deal with what's happening with you. Stop involving other people in how you feel about yourself. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So thank you so much for watching this video.